Before I get started with this story, let me give a shout out to Craig J on Twitter for sending me this story. And as you can see right here, this is a picture that's coming from a page on Instagram by the name of Fayetteville Hip Hop, Fayetteville, North Carolina, where you have this palm-colored Wonder Bread dipped in Miracle Whip Karen, who decided that it would be a good idea to do a presentation at her school about features she found ugly. And the features she found ugly belong to these 4 black football players who I believe play for the school in her presentation. What I'm going to do now is read this article that's coming from the Daily Dot and give my take on it as I go through it. A white college student at Methodist University has come under fire after doing a PowerPoint presentation on what features she finds ugly, using only pictures of black students on the school's football team. I wouldn't be surprised if she tried to, or she has messed with some of the ones on that football team, but this is what she deems to find ugly. According to the Instagram account at Fayetteville Hip Hop, the female student put on a presentation in the dining hall and mentioned characteristics such as big nostrils, dreads, and big lips as ugly. She used photographs of black students on the football team to detail her argument, and also used photos of white students over the years as a comparison for quote-unquote attractiveness. The account says the student's name is Taylor at T.M. Marie, and that's spelled T-M-M-A-R-I-E-E, and if it's still available, and that she is a member of the Alpha Delta Pi sorority on campus. Both Taylor's Instagram and the sorority's Instagram have been disabled, just like clockwork. After being disabled, at Fayetteville Hip Hop posted the screenshots of direct messages Taylor sent to an alleged member of the football team she referred to in the presentation, and it read, "Hello. First off, I want to apologize to you and your entire family. I did not mean for any of this to be targeted towards individuals, and certainly did not mean any of this in a malicious way." Yes, you did. Let me stop right there, because I'm about to pick apart her little apology. She said that she would like to apologize, which we know some BS, and the only reason she's apologizing is because she and her sorority got exposed. Number 2, she said she didn't mean this in a malicious way. How is it that you doing a PowerPoint to describe ugly features in which you said were dreads, big nostrils, and some other things was described as ugly, and compared it to whiteness and said that was attractive, and then used 4 examples on your screen as ugly, and the 4 examples that you use all happen to be black men on the football team in which of the school you attend? Like, this heifer is stupid. She's racist, ignorant, and she's dumb. I hope they run her up out of that school. She goes on to say, "I am beyond sorry." Oh, you are sorry, not because of what you did, but you're just a sorry excuse for a human being. That's how sorry you are. "And I understand that it does not make up for it. This situation is being handled by the school, and I'm fully aware of how my actions cause pain to others. Now, and I will accept the full responsibility, the punishment that is decided with this matter with the school. Again, I am truly sorry and did not mean for this to hurt anybody, and it was not targeted at African Americans in any way. I can promise that." She doesn't even know how to lie right. She said this wasn't targeted at African Americans, but she used 4 black men to describe what she deems as ugly features. If it wasn't targeted at them, then who was you targeting? This is why I know her apology is some crap. She can't even lie right. She just thinks somebody's going to accept that. No one's going to accept this, and they shouldn't. They should be smart enough not to. "Again, I am very sorry and will be accepting responsibility for my actions." That's if she has any true responsibility to accept. On Methodist University's homepage, there is a non-discrimination statement that reads, "Methodist University does not discriminate on the basis of age, race, gender, national or ethnic origin, religion, sexual orientation, or disabilities in its programs and activities." The presentation got an additional boost in publicity after popular TikToker Aunt Karen posted a video about it, which has garnered 235,000 views so far. Today, the school tweeted a statement saying the sorority has been suspended indefinitely and that it is investigating the incident. Well, that's fine if you want to suspend the sorority, but why haven't you suspended the student who gave this as a presentation? I mean, fine, whatever, but you need to pass down consequence to her who did it. But like I said, this goes back to something I said in another tweet. Not another tweet, another video. When black people don't have a hate crime bill on the books, this leaves them wide open, because if black people had a hate crime on the books, they could hit her with a hate crime if they wanted to. It'll make her think twice about doing that again. But see, they did not give punishment to her. They just said, oh, we're going to suspend a sorority. That's fine. But what about her? That's not, she's not being held accountable. Talking about, I take full responsibility. No, you don't. Because that means that you would be forced to drop out of that school, pay whatever loans you might have still to that school, and not come back. And then hopefully it ruins your chances of getting into another school and hurts any other type of job opportunities that you could possibly garner in the future. That would be true punishment. But we know that's not going to happen. On social media, no one is seeming to take Taylor's apology seriously, and they shouldn't. This was nothing targeted to African Americans in any way. Then why use the pictures? Why call only typically African American features? What was the point of the presentation? What the F was going through your mind? Y'all are getting too open with your racism. Not getting to, they are already there. At XXMontasia XX commented on the Instagram post. Another consequence of Dub S turning white people into complete and total dipshits who actually believe the whole "I apologize, this is not what I intended" shit is going to fly, when they literally made a whole ass PowerPoint presentation. Sheesh, what's truly unattractive is all the white boys with dreads looking like they were raised in a skunk bath their entire lives, wrote at Ronan6274. I have never in my life put together a full-blown edited PowerPoint presentation by accident. That's facts. That is facts. You do not put together a whole presentation, a whole PowerPoint on accident. You meant to do that. Like when I had to do my my senior paper to graduate, when I had to do a presentation, that wasn't on accident. That took months to put that together. And it was on purpose and intentional. She can slide to hell, commented at Stephanie Lewis 27 on the TikTok. How did she even end up giving a presentation on this in the first place? And what universe was this not going to be awful? Said at Cool Bragg Geckos. The Daily Dot reached out to the Methodist University via email and phone, to the football team via email, and the sorority via email, but has not yet heard back. All the people who wrote those tweets echo exactly what I said, but especially that one about the person who said, how do you put together a PowerPoint presentation on accident? You don't. It's a PowerPoint. And in the PowerPoint, you have to put words, you put pictures, it's in a certain order, it has a certain theme. This chick right here had a theme, and she put it out there of these 4 football players who go to the school. Now, this is what makes her even more stupid. She used pictures of people who actually still go to this school. She did not use pictures of like stock photos of people we don't know, or people that they don't know. These are people that go to the school, play football for the school, who she's probably may have possibly had a run-in with or has seen, or maybe they have seen her. I don't know. So that made it even more dumb for her, because these guys still go to that school. These weren't random pictures that she plucked off of Google. These were pictures she strategically picked off of maybe the school's website. You know, like how they have roster pictures, because this is what it looks like. It looks like roster photos, and it says NCAA. So these are roster pictures. So, and based on the background, they all came off of the same site. So she's dumb even in that regard. I mean, she's racist and ignorant, period. But she's dumb to use pictures of people who actually go to the school for her presentation and thought that shit was going to fly. And then going to give that weak apology. She can keep her weak apology. But like I said, they're not going to really truly hold her accountable because all they did was suspend the sorority, not her. Suspend both. Terminate her. Make sure she can't come back. But they're going to let her slide. They're going to let her slide. They're going to take her little BS apology, and that'll be that. And no true consequence is going to fall upon her. As it usually doesn't happen with all the others that come before her and those that will come after her when they do stuff like this. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. One more thing I would like to add. If I were these 4 guys in this presentation that she used, I would find a way to sue her for defamation because they didn't give her permission to even use their images for her whack presentation. That would be another thing that they should look into. If they can't get her out of the school, hit her pockets, preferably her parents' pockets, because she probably doesn't even have it on her own. So if I were these 4 football players, I would be running up a tab on her ass because she did not have permission to use my image for her presentation.